we are continuing our series that we started last week where we grade Dynasty trades that are submitted in our Discord channel. If you want to join our Discord channel, the link is in the description, solo.to/fantasy-football. You'll find all of our info there. But we looked at basically trades that were in our Discord channel, and we selected a couple that we really liked that we wanted to have conversations around. And now we're going to talk about it. Yeah. We're going to grade it. If you want to see last week's video, I'll pin it right here. But let's talk about this. So the first trade, Trippy Trout 1. Shout out to you for submitting this in our Discord channel. I believe you guys should see the trade on the screen right now. Team A gets quarterback Joe Burrow. Okay.
Joe Bags.
Team B gets Trey Lance, Christian Kirk, and the 2022 111. So we have to look at this trade, digest it, and now hopefully bring something good to the table. All right. Who won this trade in your eyes, Padaki?
I think there's no doubt about it. In my opinion, actually, it's a fair trade. Okay, let me say that first. But I do lean the Joe Burrow side a little bit more because we know what we have with JB. Okay, we know what he can do, what he's done. Just went to the Super Bowl. This guy is fearless, and
he's different.
This is without offensive line. Okay. But if you go to the other side and you see, okay, well, you get Trey Lance, who is projected to be this top 12 guy, so if you can get a top 12 guy and the 111, the question is, who can you get at the 111?
Totally.
And it all depends on who you believe in as well. George Pickens, David Bell, Jahan Dotson, Jameson Williams. Maybe you get one of these guys and these guys.
Olave.
Yeah, Chris Olave. These guys are there. Maybe the value evens out. But I think the even bigger question is, do you believe Trey Lance can surpass Joe Burrow?
Right.
And I can't answer that question. I don't know if you can. I don't know if, you out there are watching, if you can answer that question. But for me, I don't see Trey Lance surpassing Joe Burrow in a fantasy perspective because I just haven't seen it yet.
So you're taking the knowns over the unknowns.
No doubt.
So when you first look at this trade, I think it's easy to say the Joe Burrow side wins. Let me just take you through my thought process, okay? I can easily see the value for both teams here, okay? I love Trey Lance, fully believe in Trey Lance still, but I do have to ask myself, and this is a question that I kept getting hung up on. If Trey reaches his full potential, is this even a promised win based off of what I know about Joe Burrow already? Okay? Based off what I've seen from Burrow, based off of the weapons that he has with him and Chase, Higgins. So if Trey reaches his potential, is this even a win? So then it all comes down, like you said, what can you get at the 111? So is that Olave? Is that Jameson? Is that Pickens? So if you hit on the 111, let's say you hit big time there, and Trey reaches his full potential, then I do believe that you could justify this trade for Team B. However, I do lean towards the known in this scenario. Okay. I do lean towards Joe Burrow. Who got the best player in the pick in this trade? The Team A with Joe Burrow got the best player. So for me, I love Trey Lance. I have him ranked as a top 9 quarterback in Dynasty. Christian Kirk is nothing to me, by the way. I mean, that's just a throw-in piece. It's not a piece I'm trying to build my Dynasty team around. And probably someone threw him in to make it look better on a trade calculator.
Yeah, look, I bet. Let me ask you this question. You see, what is, even though I don't know if you have a figure, a number, a top, what is Trey Lance's full potential? Is that
his full potential?
Like, because we don't know that yet. The thought process is that Trey Lance could be a top 5 quarterback, right? I mean, I think that's what the fantasy community believes.
I think top 5 is his full potential. When you think about what he can do on the ground, what he can do in the air, in this offense with a very, very good offensive minded head coach, like his potential is the quarterback 1. Like that's the ceiling. His ceiling is a quarterback 1 because of what he can do on the ground and through the air.
Okay.
You know what I mean? That's what I see in Trey Lance. Good offense, can run, some of the best mobility. Think about guys, he's not the Mahomes, he's more the Kyler Murrays. Different player, bigger body, but what he can offer fantasy-wise. So he can be a quarterback 1 if he can figure out the arm side of it, the accuracy, the confidence, the pocket awareness. So to me, I do think he could finish quarterback 1. That's within the realm of possibilities. Now, the percentage chance of that happening, well below 5%, right? But it's still possible. So again, to me, as much as I love Trey, I would take Joe Burrow. I mean, we're talking about a known, young, just different guy in Joe Burrow. So I'm going to give a grade here. So I'm assuming that you're getting Joe Burrow. This is a B+ for me. Okay. The Burrow side turned the unknowns into proven dynasty assets or asset, in Joe Burrow. So I'm giving this a B+. The only reason it's not an A is because I do see a scenario while it's thin that the Trey Lance side does win. Lots has to happen though.
Yeah, 100%. And before I even give you my grade, people are probably saying, well, Joe Burrow only finished as quarterback 8 this year.
Totally.
So but he hasn't even reached his full potential. But it's what.
And by the way, just quickly on that as well, he really only broke out and put everything together the last 3 to 4 weeks of the season. Okay, from a dynasty perspective, from a fantasy perspective, I mean, if you look at the last 3 weeks in the playoffs, there's not a quarterback you wanted more. No doubt. So
no doubt. Look, for me on the Burrow side, I give that an A, and on the Trey side, I give it a B+. I think it's fairly even, but I am leaning more towards what I know. Trey Lance, you still have a great opportunity to get somebody in the first, and to have Trey Lance, which will hopefully could be QB1, the top 12 QB, top 10, whatever you see Trey Lance to be.
Yeah, and the last thing I'll say is you also have to predict with these guys. Yeah, Trey Lance. This is why I'm not high on Jalen Hurts. Now, to be fair, Jalen Hurts and Trey Lance are very different players. I believe in Trey Lance, don't believe in Hurts. But still, there's a higher chance that Trey Lance isn't a starting quarterback in the NFL for a long term than Joe Burrow. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, Trey could finish higher in 1 year, but will he show what we need to see for him to be a starting quarterback? We don't know that fully just yet, even though we believe in him. All right, the second trade that we're looking at is from Hutchinson321. Shout out to Cody Hutchinson. By the way, both of these guys who submitted these trades do support us over on Patreon. So thank you so much. One is in a league. One is just getting some advice. So I really appreciate that. Link in the description. Again, the solo link will take you there if you guys are interested. Team A gets Michael Thomas, Antonio Gibson, and Team B gets CeeDee Lamb. So I think you know where I'm going here, but where do you sit on this?
Yeah, for me, it's the CeeDee Lamb side. And one thing I got to say is, who the hell is Michael Thomas?
Who the hell is Mel Kiper?
Who the hell is Mel Kiper? Look, we know who Michael Thomas is. We know what he can do. The question is he going to be back? The report's saying that he's going to be on the Saints. Cool. He's on the Saints. Who's his quarterback? No idea. It's not Drew Brees. Tell you that much. Jameis Winston. We haven't seen Jameis and Michael Thomas together at all. Okay, so if it is Jameis, or if they do get a rookie quarterback, let's remember Michael Thomas is 28 years old. Okay. Yeah. So by the time he figures it out with the rookie quarterback, he might be gone. Okay. So I think it's super easy that the CeeDee Lamb side wins, but Antonio Gibson side, he is a young running back, but the longevity in the running back position in a dynasty perspective is not there compared to CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb is 22 years old. Yeah. I mean, that's enough. That's enough to say. 22 years old. I think it's fair that
the talent we've seen so far.
Yeah, that CeeDee side wins.
Yeah, look, I like the Team B side. Again, who got the best player in the trade? I think it was CeeDee Lamb easily. We have been out on Michael Thomas as a channel since late 2019, early 2020. I mean, we pretty much took a stand in the ground and we said, no, it's done. It's over.
That news broke out that he was getting surgery right before the season started, I wanted nothing to do with him.
Yeah, and we didn't even want anything to do with him beforehand because we were like, look, I just don't know. And here's the deal. I'm not a doctor. I'm not even going to pretend to be a doctor, okay?
I'm not a doctor.
However, the type of injury, from what I understand, that he suffered in his ankle is not the same type of injury that everyone else has suffered. The damage came inside of the bone, I believe. And from what I've heard, there's no promise he ever becomes the same player after that, okay? Right. There's no Drew Brees. Michael Thomas is 29 years old in a couple weeks. So I am not one of those people who believes in Michael Thomas long term. Like you said, quarterback situation's different. Does he even want to be there? There's this weird chemistry with the team. If
Sean Payton is not even
changes
there.
Team, Sean Payton's not there.
I forgot about that.
If he changes teams historically, that doesn't really help these kind of wide receivers. So for me, CeeDee Lamb is the prize here. You know, like I said in a video before this week, he's already improved CeeDee Lamb from 2020 to 2021. More targets, receptions, receiving yards, touchdowns, more air yards, yards per route run, yak per target.
Come on.
Fantasy points per game, had a higher target separation rate from his rookie year to his second year. So for me, this is easily CeeDee Lamb. And I'm a Washington fan. I love Antonio Gibson, but CeeDee Lamb will outlast Antonio Gibson. So the only way we can justify this for Team A is if we're completely wrong on Michael Thomas, right? If we are completely wrong on Michael Thomas, then that's how you justify it. There will be people who probably disagree with our opinion here, but we've been out for him for a while. We don't want anything to do with it.
Right.
There's way more unknowns than knowns for him at this point of his career. So I gave this an A+ for the team receiving CeeDee Lamb. I think this is a great way to move on from Michael Thomas and get a young 22-year-old top 5 dynasty wide receiver.
Agreed. I gave him an A+ as well. The CD side clearly wins here, but it's all right. Hey, we're gonna see what happens. We can be completely wrong on Michael Thomas, and maybe he does have a great year.
We've been wrong before. Okay, the goal is always hit more than we don't hit. Right? I mean, we want to have a success rate of over 50%. I guess better than rookie drafts.
Something.
Anyway. Let us know in the comments below if you disagree, because there will be people who do, and that's okay.
Yo, what's good? Thanks for watching. We got a lot more videos.
A lot more.
If you want more videos.
Watch it.
You can also subscribe.
Right now.
If you want to.
You need to.
And lastly, don't forget that you can sign up to support the show and get exclusive content by going to patreon.com/fantasylandfam.